Okay, so now I'm going to be talking about the penmanship lessons for the week. If you notice, on the list we have review, and Thursday nothing and Friday nothing. And the reason for that is Thursdays I normally give out a penmanship test, and I didn't want to send any tests home this week just because I wanted everyone to kind of find a routine that works best for them first. And once the dust has settled, then next week I'll start sending tests home, and we'll talk more about that later. So I just wanted to send home the worksheets. And one of the things you're going to notice with the penmanship is everyone's going to be getting a page that looks like this to come home. And the reason for that is, as you can see, I have the cursive letters on the wall. And so they use that as a reference a lot. And I didn't want to send home penmanship tests with them not having a reference, because sometimes they're in the middle of writing and they suddenly forget how to do a certain letter. And I don't want them to stress out when it should just be review. So I have all these. Now you're going to notice that they have a dotted midline. That's how we start off the beginning of the year. And now we're working on using regular lines, no dotted midline. And so they know they are to write. As you can see, they have letters inside the lines. There's a line in between, so it looks nice and neat. They know they trace and then copy all the way across, but they do not squeeze it in. They know there should be enough space for each word or letter. Then this tells you exactly what they're gonna copy onto these lines. It's in print, but they are to copy in cursive, and they know that it's supposed to be nice and neat. Now, with second graders, most of them are going to do a really good job with this because they know the drill. First graders, it's still new to them, so it's okay if a letter is not perfect. The one thing I've really been working on, because this is kind of tricky for this age level, is that lowercase f. And so the main thing is they go, I'll just draw these lines here to kind of help you see. So I call this the floor, this is the ceiling, this is the basement, and then when we have the dotted midline, that would be a cross. But when we do the lowercase f, start at the floor, up to the ceiling, straight down, about halfway down, but you can also go all the way down to the basement. It does not matter. And then you stop about midway through, which is where that dotted midline would be. A lot of the kids at this age level mix it up, so it looks like this. And so this is one skill that I'm working on having them correct right now, because a lot of them are getting that mixed up. And I've told them to help them remember is if you look at it, it looks like a capital B. Just like a capital B has both bumps there, the lowercase f, the bumps are on this side too. So it's tricky. It's okay if it's a struggle, as long as they're going nice and slow and they're not just getting it all done, then that's fine. So we have, and I wrote down the page numbers for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. You don't necessarily have to go in that order because, like I said, it is just review. So if it's out of order, it's not going to mess anything up. The other thing that there's no penmanship on Friday because we normally do GeoDraw on Friday. And I would love to send the placemats home for the kids to work on tracing, but I spent my own money on those placemats, so I think you'll forgive me for not sending those placemats home. But if you're wanting your kiddo to practice, right now we're doing the 7 continents, and some of the countries inside those continents, like Africa and Europe and all that stuff. If you're wanting your kiddo to keep practicing that, I get a lot of my supplies from Amazon or Lakeshore. They're not cheap, but if you get just one, it should be okay. So, but I use small dry erase markers, like something like this is fine, and then I just use regular tracing paper, and regular tracing paper is the best way if your kiddo wants to trace. So that's what we do for penmanship, and that's it for that.